Dr. Bucci here with Turning Point Vet, and today we're going to talk about some lateral neck stretches. These are one of my favorite stretches because they work not only their lower neck, but also their shoulders and their withers and even into their thoracic spine. So we'll show kind of the 3 stages of that, and that's a progression. As they get better, they get further along to stage 3. And when we start, I like to stand with my back to their shoulder so that they have to do a really big range of motion. We go really slow so they don't come and cheat in and snap and grab things. We always want to go really slow with our stretching so that we encourage that motion, and they don't just try and grab things, so they can hold it and actually stretch out those muscles and hold them for a few seconds. And also I stand here because I don't want them to just crunch into their shoulder just trying to get that treat. He's a little bit treat happy because we've done this so many times that he now anticipates every time I have a treat in my pocket. So when I start this, I'm going to start with my back to his shoulder, and I'm going to keep my hand straight out here. So the treat, we're going to start with them in the neutral position with their head a little bit lower. So we're going to start, I have the treat. I have a treat in my hand. We're going to start out with their head a little bit lower, and we don't want their head to twist. We don't want him to, we want it way out here and it goes slowly, but we don't want him to twist at the pole. There we go. So try and keep his head straight up and down and all the way over to that belly button. There you go. And then get him to hold it for a few seconds. Perfect. Good job. Sometimes you may need to put your hand up there at their pole to kind of remind them to push that up, and so they don't, can you do it the wrong way? Can you do it the wrong way to show them? We don't want them, no, stay. What I don't want is him to just come in like this, and I don't want them to twist really crazy at the pole like that. So you see how his head is not very vertical? We don't want that. So that was stage 1. Stage 2, we're just going to take a step to the side to the girth area. So we're going to do the exact same thing with our head way out. See, I'm keeping my arms straight, so it's a big range of motion for him. And then we're going to come all the way over to that belly button area again. He's allowed to start twisting his pole a little bit. This is a bit too much. He's getting greedy. Sometimes it helps to just take a step over to the side and bring it to that girth area. That works really well. So that is stage 2. He's allowed to start twisting his pole just a little bit. Stage 3, we'll take a step up. There you go. And we're going to go and try and get him to take a cookie here at his point of his pelvis. A lot of times they can't get all the way there, so we'll just have them go a foot away. He can't reach all the way that far. And they are allowed to do some significant pole twisting once they get to that portion. So again, I'm going to start way out here, straight, and then keeping my arm straight because I want it to be a big range of motion, again, for that lower neck. And you can see as we get further back that it starts to get his lower neck, his withers, his shoulder on the other side, and you can see those muscles crunching here. So it's a really good, almost like oblique ab or core exercise as well. So he can't quite reach all the way to his pelvis, but he can get this far, and we want to hold it. Oh, he wants that cookie. No, stay there. I know, I'm taunting you. Good boy. So then we hold it for a few seconds. You'll see that bit of weight shifting in their legs too. So we'll want to do it on both sides. You can do it before or after you ride. I think it helps most to do it without the saddle on, because if you can imagine with the saddle on, that's going to impinge some of their motion in that thoracic spine if you're trying to get that really deep stretch. And after, honestly, a few weeks, you'll see a huge difference in their flexibility and when you're riding and on the ground. And it's a great way to start bonding with them. It's a great thing to do when it's cold in the winter and you can't ride as much, and you can still keep that mobility and flexibility when you're not riding and the weather isn't great outside. Look for Turning Point Vet on Facebook and Instagram for more tips, and we'll try and bring you more things to keep everybody occupied and keep bonding and keep that mobility in your horse. Good boy. Always a good boy.